Hey everyone, I'm Pam and welcome back to my makeup channel. Today I am feeling the fall vibes, so I'm going to be doing a nice fall look with the Sydney Grace and Temptalia On the Horizon palette, as well as some other face products I have. I currently have done my face and my brows. I am using the Ordinary Serum foundation in 1.1p. And I am using the Essence Eyebrow Micro Precise pencil in dark brown. That's what I have on so far, but we will start off with the eye look, which is always the most exciting part, so I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. So first, just a little more about this palette. I got all three of the Sydney Grace palettes with Temptalia, and I think they're all absolutely gorgeous with some of the nicest shimmers I've seen. One is more of a galactic theme, which I really love. One is more of a rainbow theme. But this one, the middle one on the horizon, is a little bit more of a muted color story. And it's this row in particular with these beautiful but slightly muted greens and oranges that's particularly sticking out to me and making me think of fall. So that's generally what I'm going to be using for this look. I'm going to start off with some eyeshadow primer. I'm going to go in with the Milani eyeshadow primer, which is one that I just got recently and really love the texture of. It's super nice and creamy to use and very easy to blend, just sort of all over your lid. And yeah, it's so easy to blend, I can just do it with my fingers. Usually I would try a brush, like with some of my either more liquidy or more solid ones, but this just blends super, super nicely. It's very easy. So that's basically that. Now this palette does not really have, you know, the color you see in every palette, the like cream colored base. But that's fine because you don't always need to set your primer. I could dip into something else, but I'm just going to go with what's here. So I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and I'm going to go into Desert Spoon, which is this sort of mossy green color. And this is going to go in my crease and sort of just be blended up to the brow bone. It's like really pigmented right from the get-go as soon as I touch it to my skin, which is really nice. So I'm just going to do some windshield wiper motions and some little circles and things just to get that all through the crease. Definitely applied very nicely and very easily there. And then just into the other one. Alright, for some reason my left eye does not want to blend as easily as my right one did, but we are all nicely blended out now. So now I am going to go into Earthbound, which is this shimmery green color, and I think I'm actually going to go in just with my finger, and I'm going to take this all over the lid. I'm also going to get a better mirror that's not currently covered in plastic in order to do this. If I can get it up. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just taking Earthbound on my finger and just swiping it all over the lid to get just like a beautiful solid coverage. I'm going to leave like the very inner corner, but otherwise it's going pretty much everywhere. And you can see how nicely that goes on. Just a very pretty, opaque shimmer. Yeah, I just absolutely love these Sydney Grace shimmers and metallic colors. They're just beautiful to work with, and they look fantastic as well. Might have gone a little overboard here, so just blending the crease in again. Don't want the shimmer to obviously go up too far. Okay, so we've got a mess now on my cheek, but we'll fix that. We've got that done, and now I'm trying to decide if I want to deepen up the outer corner at all. Let me just get this off. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is another Kaleidos brush, and I'm going to go in with Phoenix Awakens, and that is this sort of fiery orange color. And this is going to go all along the lower lash line just for some nice contrast and to sort of pump up that orangey fall look that I want to see. It's very noisy outside my bedroom window. Unfortunately, you can probably hear that. This is again going in almost all the way, but I'm leaving a little bit on the inner corner just for more of a highlight shade. I'm going to try and take this down a little further than I normally would. Okay, so we've got that done. I think I do actually want to deepen up the outer corner. So I'm going to go in with Flying High, which is a sort of almost a steely blue, but slightly, it's got a bit of a greenish tint to it. Color here. Another really gorgeous reflective one. So I'm just going to take that on more of a, this is another Kaleidos brush, it's just a shader brush. So I'm going to just take a little bit of that on the shader brush, tap it off a little bit, and go in just on the outer corner of my top lid. Man, I don't know what they're doing outside. So it's not a huge difference, but I just want it a little bit deeper than that mossy green. I think that's good. Now just on to the other side. Okay, so I'm not quite done with the eyeshadow yet, but before I finish that off, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop gel liner. This is part of the Raw Beauty Christie line. It is in the shade Woodsy, and I am just going to line the waterline on the bottom, and I'm going to just do a line on the top as well. I'm going to do that off camera just because I need to get real close to the mirror. Okay, so I've done the liner. You can see it's pretty close to the lash line, so it's not, not super obvious. I'm just going to take some micellar water on a cotton pad and just clean up the edges as well as the fallout I've gotten under my eyes. Just sort of go like this, since I tend to make a bit of a mess on this side especially. And then on this side as well. Just clean all of that up. And now I'm going to go in with, trying to decide between Magellan's Light, which is more of an orangey shimmer, or Heart Dog, which is a beautiful sort of taupey shimmer. I think I'll go in with Magellan's Light. And I'm just taking this on another small brush. I'm going to dip into there, and that's what's going to go on my inner corner. So just, oh, that's beautiful. Just inside where I didn't get the green on the top, and then down the bottom lash line to meet the Phoenix Awakening color. I absolutely love these shimmers, like I already said, but they're just So pretty. They've got such a nice sort of reflect to them. They go on so well. And yeah, so that's that. I might take a little brush, if I can find one in here, and just do something along the brow bone. Need a clean brush. I'm just going to take a smaller blending brush and just go into Heart Dog here. And I'm just going to go in with a very light hand on this and sweep it across the brow bone. Just for that nice little shimmer and to sort of blend into the green at the bottom. So yeah, that's the eye look. I just need some mascara now, as well as to just do some final little cleanup under here. Okay, that's good. So for mascara, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to go in with my Lancome Lash Idole. And I think I'm going to just leave the bottom lashes bare. So, yeah, so just a little coat of mascara to finish off the eye look. Now, of course, I've wiped off some of my Serum foundation in the process of cleaning up the under eye look. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of my ColoupPop Pretty Fresh concealer. This is in Light 40N, and I'm just going to blend it in under my eyes. Just a little bit, just to even everything out under here. So it doesn't look like my under eyes are naked while my skin has a little bit of coverage. And I'm really liking blending my under eye concealer with a bigger, fluffier brush than the tinier one that I've used for a while. It sort of blends in nicer, I find. Just a little bit around the nose in case there's any redness there, just with any excess. Now I want some blush, and I think I'm going to go for a sort of terracotta-y blush. And this is reminding me, I would really like to get a cream blush in a color like this. This is Note in Desert Rose Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. It comes with this absolutely useless little brush in here, so we're going to just take another blush brush, if I can find one. This will do, just a Luxie blush brush. And I'm going to, again, go in with a fairly light hand on this, just because it is a pretty intense color, and just sort of pat and swipe. Oh yeah, it's very intense. Just try to blend that in a little bit more. And then go in on the other side. And the last thing we're going to do is lipstick. So first I'm going to do some liner. This is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Spice. And it's a very fall color. So we're just going to line the lips first. I particularly like liner for the corners because the coloring on the corners of my lips don't necessarily stay as dark as like the center of my lip, so it's just nice to be able to define that a little bit. Okay, so that's done. You can see it's not like a super thin line or anything. Not wanting that like really lined look, but the last thing I'm going to go in with is I think I'm going to go with my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousse, and this is in the color Spice, just like the lip liner, except it's from a different company. So this is a really nice formula. It also smells, I don't know, kind of like cherry cough syrup. Not so medicine-y though. And I'm just going to put this on. Feels so good. It goes on so smooth. Also really like this brush and how it's got like the tip on it, but then also it's concave to sort of fit your lips nicely. Okay, and there we go. So that is our first real fall look of the season. I understand it is not actually fall. It's still technically summer, but the leaves are starting to change. The weather's getting cooler. And I'm happy to not have to be running the air conditioning all the time like I was in the summer. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. I really can't say enough good things about these palettes. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous to work with. And yeah, that's all for now. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If there's any kind of videos you'd like to see from me in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.